Christmas time is always a beautiful time to make a trip to Lynchburg to see Lynne Tolley at Miss Mary Bobo's boarding house. Today, she is going to make with us something that you may want to try, especially on Christmas morning, an apple crisp coffee cake. Good to have you with us as always.
Thank you. And Leland, I added an extra ingredient.
Okay.
So I'll have to tell them about that when we get going.
All right.
But if you'll help me, we're going to do the topping for our coffee cake first. So this is 3/4 cup of brown sugar. We're going to add 3/4 cup of flour. If you'll just stir that together.
Okay, just all-purpose flour?
Yeah, just plain all-purpose flour. And this is a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I put that ahead of time. Now the nuts, whenever I use nuts, I always toast them a little bit beforehand.
Okay.
So this is a cup of nuts. But first we're going to put in a stick of melted butter. Why not?
Alrighty.
Why not?
Okay.
If you'll stir that together. Again, this is our crumb topping. We preheated our oven to 350 degrees. And you get that sort of mixed up. This is a cup of toasted chopped pecans.
Okay.
Of course, you can use any nut you want to, but who doesn't like pecans?
Oh, no.
Oh,
yeah,
Lord.
we all love those.
Okay, now I'll let you set that aside while you're stirring it. Now I'm going to start our batter. So this is 2 cups of self-rising flour, 1.5 cups of white sugar, and I'm going to stir that together, because you want to combine that sugar and flour ahead of time. And self-rising, you know, just makes baking so much easier. Got that stirred up. Now we're going to start adding our liquid ingredients. Another stick of melted butter.
Okay.
Why not? Let's do
It's
it.
Christmas Day. We're not going to worry. We'll count calories at the beginning of the year.
Let's put in a cup of sour cream.
Ooh, and I bet that makes it very moist.
It's so good. I love the sour cream in cakes. Really good. Now, and we're going to add 3 beaten eggs. I beat those together ahead of time.
Okay.
And I'm going to stir that together. Now, we're going to put, I've got Granny Smith apples, which are the green ones, and I peeled those and chopped them up. So here are Granny Smith apples. We're going to put that on top of our batter as soon as I get this mixed up.
And so those are the ones you just like best. You can use any, but you prefer these?
Or Golden Delicious.
Golden Delicious,
yeah.
okay.
Here, let me do this. This is getting sort of mired up in here. Now, it's hard to get this going a little bit because there's so much dry ingredients in here. But this is a great time, Leland, to come to Miss Mary Bobo's. And when you've got all of your visitors for Christmas, after Christmas, still hanging around, nice trip to Lynchburg would be great.
Yeah, get them out of the house and go.
Yes.
No.
Feed them at Miss Mary Bobo's, and then you don't have to feed them any supper.
Ah, there you go. Because you come down there and eat, you're good for many hours after that, aren't you?
Lots and lots of leftovers. So you just stir this together until it's nice and smooth, and I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla.
Okay.
So we do have to measure this because, you know, 2 teaspoons of a good vanilla. Not that imitation stuff.
No,
Mix that together. Now, this is a 9x13 greased pan.
Okay. And none of the special recipe today?
You know, no, because I almost did it instead of, use Jack Daniel whiskey instead of the vanilla, but I just thought the coffee cake really needed the vanilla. Although,
all right, so you're going to put that in there,
put this
and we
in.
actually put the apples on top of that.
We're going to put the apples on top, and then my extra special ingredient, if you'll help me hold
do
this.
that, all right.
If you'll do that, just dump it in there.
All right, and as we do this, the extra ingredient,
I took a cup of cranberries, ground them up in the food processor, and we're going to put that on top. Thank you. We're going to put that on top of the apples. Now you start taking the apples.
All right, so I'll do that, and as we put this over there, that's what it looks like right there, and that's the final product. And actually, we'll put the apples on and the cranberries, and then that crumble dill on top of that.
Crumble on top.
And so that all looks good.
I think the cranberry is great because it's the holiday season.
All right, so that looks nice and colorful there, and it looks good there as well. This is recipe number 5278, online right now in the Talk of the Town section of newschannel5.com. Lynne, as always, thank you, and Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Now,